We have learned more information about the two additional suspects arrested in the murder of Hardy Gray, who was killed in his home in Pansey last November. WDHN's Aaron Dixon is live in the newsroom now with the latest. Aaron?
Amanda, two guns were used in the attempted robbery of Pansey native Hardy Gray that eventually turned fatal. Hardy Gray was found in his Pansey residence with 5 to 6 gunshot wounds on November 29th by a coworker after Gray did not show up to work on time. Over the past 2.5 months, the investigation has been ongoing. On November 30th, the first suspect, Sierra Goodson, was arrested. On January 6th, the second suspect, Michaela Rouser, was arrested. Then on January 22nd, a 16-year-old was arrested and became the third suspect in this case. On January 23rd, the fourth suspect, Elijah Hazel, was arrested. And lastly, on February 2nd, the fifth suspect, a 17-year-old, turned himself into Houston County and was arrested. All 5 are facing capital murder charges, and Goodson, Rouser, and Hazel could all be facing the death penalty.
A capital murder robbery is always death eligible. Doesn't mean that they'll necessarily get it, but they're always eligible. But the other side of the coin, if you're under 18, it removes that possibility.
Sierra Goodson was noted as an acquaintance of Hardy Gray, and from there, Houston County was able to determine the motive of the murder.
They've seen each other a few times. The exact numbers, I have no idea. But they were familiar. And then the other suspects came in through that suspect, and the motive came out, let's rob it.
Again, 2 guns were used in the attempted robbery of Gray that later turned fatal, and the 5 suspects have been arrested. But that raises the question of who pulled the trigger.
I won't get into that right now, but there were 2 weapons used. We know that, 2 handguns. And the case is never closed until we absolutely get conviction, and we finished all 5 of them.
This case has a set court date of March 4th, but the district attorney tells me that there is a possibility of it being moved. Stick with WDHN as we will continue to follow this case and bring you the latest information.